In the shadows where silence grieves, the truth lies buried beneath the seams. CPS is out, hunted on the prowl, with the badge of the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks. Painful by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who was still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks. Painful by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who was still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just a mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS, they need to be ruined. It's all about the division of family services. You hear that the division is what they about. They prey upon the family, the ones that the dad's been kicked out. We can't stand for this abomination. This is the song that needs to play across our once great nation, making us aware of the problem, stealing our kids. It's not mama drama. Stand up for those who are lost to them. We need to fight for the family, making America great again. CPS comes along with the mission to protect. The only thing they are doing is cashing in those checks. Paid for by the souls of the children, diagnosed by a caseworker who is still a baby herself. They take away the fathers, leaving just the mom and cubs. They know that with dad out the way, the better things will go. Breaking apart the family, destroying the American way. Our legacy is built upon our families of yesterday. Fuck CPS, fuck what they doing. Fuck CPS.
Your children will soon return to you, and the people who defeated you and destroyed you will leave. Look up and look around you. All your children are gathering to return to you. The Lord says, "As surely as I live, your children will be like jewels that a bride wears proudly." You were destroyed and defeated, and your land was made useless. But now you will have more people than the land can hold, and those people who destroyed you will be far away. Children were born to you while you were sad, but they will say to you, "This place is too small for us. Give us a bigger place to live." Then you will say to yourself, "Who gave me all these children? I was sad and lonely, defeated and separated from my people. So who reared these children? I was left all alone. Where did all these children come from?" This is what the Lord God says. "See, I will lift my hand to signal the nations. I will raise my banner for all the people to see. Then they will bring your sons back to you in their arms, and they will carry your daughters on their shoulders. Kings will teach your children, and daughters of kings will take care of them. They will bow down before you and kiss the dirt at your feet. Then you will know I am the Lord. Anyone who trusts in me will not be disappointed. Can the wealth a soldier wins in war be taken away from him? Can a prisoner be freed from a powerful soldier? This is what the Lord says. The prisoners will be taken from the strong soldiers. What the soldiers have taken will be saved. I will fight your enemies, and I will save your children. I will force those who trouble you to eat their own flesh. Their own blood will be the wine that makes them drunk. Then everyone will know I, the Lord, am the one who saves you. I am the powerful one of Jacob who saves you.
In the United States, CPS makes upwards of $3 billion per day on trafficking and selling our children. The corruption may start with the caseworker, but goes through the judicial system, passing the governor through the Senate and into the White House. The entire system has a hand in the business known as CPS.
Our children are stolen every minute of a 24-hour day. They are being robbed of their innocence, their trust, their happiness. As parents, we are isolated and betrayed by a government we trust. States are balancing budgets on kids' lives. Only 12% of the kids taken will be reunified. Title IV funding is being riveted with fraud.
We need to stop CPS and abolish CPS.com is leading the way. Join us.
right, everybody. Welcome to CPS Victims Hunting Justice. I'm sorry for the delays. Had a little bit of a situation here. I'm unmuted now, right? We can hear me now? Perfect. Excellent. So glad. You can hear me now. You can hear me now, right? Perfect. Sorry about that. What an evening tonight has been. But here we all are, CPS Victims Hunting Justice, Friday night version. We've got the chat right here. Herbert did not get the invite, I guess. And he's posting up here 1,000 times. Okay. We're all here. I got the ladies here. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to pump out. There was a lot of action today. A lot of stuff happened today. And I think that we're ready to get into this and see what the heck was going on. Let me see. Let me put the right music onto it. I'm sorry, I'm out. I'm a little slow on sorts here right now. Let's get the ambient tone going for the suspense building. And let's bring the ladies out. We've got Brooke. We've got Ashley in the house with me right now. Brooke
Evening.
and Ashley
Hey,
are
hey.
here. What is up, ladies?
So, what do you think about that Kentucky judge getting shot by the sheriff?
Whoa, that's crazy too.
Yeah,
Did we have
Kentucky.
you didn't hear about that, Brooke?
I don't watch TV.
I don't
Right,
either.
right.
But on the news,
That was
it came
pretty
up on
much.
my phone.
Did we find that there's going to be some CPS involvement with that? Do you think?
I don't think so, but there is a sexual assault, or sorry, SA. I forget, we can't say those things.
Yeah, we
But,
have to rewind this. We'll start over now.
Did they not make it, or they critical condition?
The judge was gone at the scene, when they arrived. The sheriff had walked in. Apparently, he was the judge was SAing the sheriff's minor child, and the sheriff found out about it and went in there and took care of business.
Took their
Apparently,
justice.
this is not the first victim.
There's a story with like this 3-year-old little girl too. I think it was a 3-year-old girl that her mom had, the girl had always said, I think that this is a story similar, but the little girl always said she thought she was going to die by the age of 16 or something. And then she made it to her 16th birthday. And then a few weeks later, like they were coming to grips, like it was a really morbid thing that they had lived with for the whole life of the little girl. And then soon after her 16th birthday, she actually did end up getting unalive. The mother went to the courtroom, and when the guy was in there, she went into the courtroom on the last day, and she unalived the hell out of the guy right there in the courtroom. And I think that's what that Eminem song had to do with. Also, the one that Jesus, I can't think. The one with the mama and the Mockingbird, I believe it's called.
Oh, yep.
I think that had something to do with that. But I'm surprised that we don't see more of that stuff happening in these CPS cases. I really am.
I ain't gonna lie. It ran through my head.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not saying by any stretch that Josie's in the house. Perfect. Hello, Josie. I'm not saying by any stretch that I want that to happen, but did you hear about
when they take your everything, like you feel like you don't got nothing to live for anymore. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more too.
Right, and when you take away someone's children, I mean that's pretty much what you've taken away from them is everything.
Yep.
So I'm very, very surprised that we don't see, and I'm not saying this because I want people to go out and do this. Don't take it as that, but I'm very, very surprised that we don't see a lot more of this kind of retaliation going on from parents and everything that have had this happen in CPS.
I'm gonna jump down and I'm gonna send you a video.
Yes, do that.
That goes along with this. I'll be right back.
All right, we'll put it on timeout and we'll hear what Josie's got to say today.
I sent you a video too on TikTok. I forget what it was, but it was exactly what we were talking about. And I was like, oh, I got to send this to Darren right away. I sent it on TikTok.
All right, well, let's take a look. Which one was they talking about, this subject or what we were talking about yesterday?
Well, I just got in, so we were talking about the subject last time we were talking about, but.
Okay, got you. Ashley brought right up on the table the fire and the judge got unalived in where was it, Kentucky, Ash?
Oh, Kentucky, really? Oh yeah, I heard it. I think I heard it.
Yeah, it's It's pretty. I mean,
This
it's
is not the
terrible that
first
someone goes and takes someone's life.
Yes,
There's no doubt
very
about
much.
that. It's a terrible thing. However,
You do not take.
there are times when I think that an eye for an eye is very, very acceptable.
I'm sorry, a dead pedophile doesn't
But I
reoffend.
don't condone that. I don't. I'm not saying I like that and everything, but there is times that even the Lord says, if you mess with a child, that be prepared for that. God Himself says that. So, and that's no lie there. Josie, do you have any updates on your case, or anything going on in your craziness?
So I talked to Naomi this morning, and she said, "Oh, I went and saw the social worker," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, how did that go?" And she's like, "Fine," and I was like, "Aren't they supposed to hurry up and go to court?" And she's like, "Well, she's not doing it." So I was like, "Good job." So
Right.
she's it's gonna be in like 6 months when it was supposed to be. I was like, "Yeah, they
Right.
fucking know
That's
that."
right. It will be. Yep.
Go and look at the court and go say, "Oh, the granddaughter was at her grandma's house." Go try to say anything, right? Like so it's gonna be done with, and like in 6 months. So nothing will happen right now for that.
Wait a minute. They're giving you like an extension of 6 months or something.
Well, I think that I think that right now that they have like a year. So now she's been back for like 6 months. So the next like in another 6 months will be the year, and then they'll be out of her life, kind of thing, forever.
Oh, good.
Right.
So it doesn't look like we're going to see repercussions.
Say again?
It doesn't look like we're going to see any repercussions from that.
No, because she covered her ass and there was nothing. The baby wasn't there. So
Right. Rock on.
Yeah.
I mean, life happens, and that's what the unfortunate thing is. You know, like people, they don't understand. Too many people are losing these cases for life happening, and that's not right. That's not right at all. You know, because we all have been in situations where, you know, you get in an argument with your mate, or you know, whatever it is. We've all had bats. You could be the most perfect relationship in the world, and you guys are gonna have an issue. And just because some other Joe Blow sees it around the corner, he gets the right to call CPS on you and have them come and harass your family and everything else. But Joseph, what about the manhunt for your father? What is going on with that? Is that
we went to the police office on Monday. No, on Wednesday. On Wednesday, and then the police guy, I went in and said I wanted to accompany. I wanted to come with my dad, but he wouldn't let me in the office. He's like, "Nope, we're kind of seeing him alone." Anyway, so I was like, "Do whatever you want." So my dad went in, and then the cop literally asked my dad. He's like, "What is a threat?" Right? And my dad said, "A threat." He's like, "I never did a threat. A threat is like wanting to kill someone, right? To unalive someone." And then the I guess the cop said to my dad, he goes, "No, but I want the definition of threat." And my dad's like, "I don't understand your question. Like, I don't have Google in my brain. Like, I don't know what the definition of threat is." And then the police guy said, "Okay, we're done here." He's like, go get yourself a lawyer."
Oh wow, really?
And I told my dad, I said, "That's ridiculous, because us as military members, what is, if you would ask me what is a threat, I would be like, a threat would be when someone tries to physically hurt me, and then I can use my ROEs, right? My rules of engagement. That would be a threat, like, to me. But we're military, so for us, the definition of a threat and what is a threat has been in our brain to be like something physically where your life is in danger, right? That's what a threat is. Not because I hurt your feelings. That's not a threat.
Right, just because sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me, right? Like, that's pretty much.
So I was like,
rule.
I would have just said a threat is when I'm allowed to use my ROEs, man.
Right, exactly.
Right?
You know, I'm going to use some of my training that I have over here from the Canadian Mounted, whatever.
So he didn't like his answer, so he's like, "Okay, we're done here. Just go get yourself a lawyer." But then I told my dad, I was like, "Daddy, don't worry, we got this. I know how this works." So I was like, "You're gonna self-represent yourself. They're gonna love it."
Oh wow! So they're really gonna go pursue this with him?
Well, he goes back to court, and my dad was like, "Well, what's gonna happen?" I said, "Well, what's gonna happen is in December, when your court date is, they're gonna say, "Oh, Mr. Belleville, are you guilty or not guilty?" And then you're gonna say not guilty, and then he's gonna give you another date for 6 months later. I said,
Right.
so don't pay a lawyer for nothing. We can't
Right.
make a defense without knowing what she wrote. So I was like,
Right.
I'll prepare you, and this won't. It's the same thing. This won't stand. Like,
Right.
you know.
They're just harassing your family. That's all they're
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
You know. You guys want to see some? If you guys are having a bad day, I don't do this, but I'm gonna do this because you guys got to see what the heck I've got going on here. If you're having a bad day, get ready. I'm gonna fix that for you right now. You ready?
What are you gonna show us?
Can you see him?
A clean. Oh, the kittens.
No.
You can't make them all out.
Oh yes, the little black and white thingies.
Yeah, those are all little kittens.
Aw.
There's 7 of them.
How many?
There's 7.
They're all
Oh.
black and white.
Yeah, there's 3 black ones, and then the rest are black and white. I'll show you them again when they come off of her, and they're just walking around. They're pretty funny. She
So
wanted
you
to
got
see
your
them.
handfuls.
Yeah, I mean, you figure they'll take our. We're not allowed to have a kid, but we can have 7 kittens.
Mm.
You know, you got to fill the void somehow.
Be careful. The cat protective services might come
Yeah, it's
talking.
the cat CPS coming for us. So did you guys? Well, let's wait for Brooke. Brooke's coming in. She's trying to send something for me to play on that. But do you saw the breaking news today, Ashley? Right, about what's going on in the advocate world or the CPS world, as we all are a part of.
Yeah. Dallas is no longer going to advocate for people.
Yeah, Malibu Dallas is throwing in his towel.
Mm.
Yeah.
Why?
And, the video that I sent you, the TikTok one, if you zoom in while he's doing that whole entire thing, you zoom in on his eyes, you could just see there's either he was doing what he was told. I don't think he knew exactly what the whole picture was, but as people are now finding out the truth and calling him out, I think that you could just see it in his eyes. If he just is like no remorse, he's just like, oh shit, I got busted. All right, fucking on to the next scam. It's just really weird if you could zoom all the way in and watch it. It's trippy.
What do you mean? I'm lost. I don't know.
Well, go ahead, give it to her, Ash.
From what we've learned so far, Malibu Dallas on TikTok.
Yeah.
A lot of the information he's giving out is correct, and he's giving out correct information and trying to help people. But he also is working with a lady named Amy Colio, and she is not a very good person. She has been she was an ex FBI agent that everybody says is a plant to be the next Ghislaine Maxwell for child trafficking for children, like through CPS and things. Apparently this Amy girl, she
right channel, left channel.
Other things about a couple parents, and Dallas had actually helped as well. And coming to find out that the people that Dallas was helping, he wasn't really helping. Found out that the parents were getting arrested later, like the mothers and fathers, for totally different charges, and the kids were being trafficked to Texas. I talked to this girl, Sarah, today about the whole thing, and she just laid it all out. And she couldn't get it out fast enough. I was like, holy shoots. Yeah,
So we're going to get her on the show, right?
Yes. I asked her that, and she said she didn't want to show her face. She said, I have no worries about my name. But she's like, I don't really want to be on camera because I get, embarrassed. I was like, don't worry. I don't ever show my face either, so we're good. And she said she has no problems with that. Probably she's in California, so she's my time. But she said she'd be more than happy to do it Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, anytime next week.
All right, cool. Well, we'll let you. I mean, Monday's Josie Monday.
But that sucks.
Every day's
though.
Josie Day now.
That sucks though for Dallas if if he got scammed by somebody else.
No.
Well, here's the thing. What if this is true? What if it's true and what if it's false? What is the damages that's going to be done from this? And what is the repercussion on either side? Because either way, this whole thing stinks.
Because you're not a Dallas.
Josie,
Not a
we lost
Dallas.
you.
Not a Dallas. What?
Oh, it's
Leaving us
hanging on
in
to her every
suspense here.
word.
Leaving us in suspense here.
I'll help you. I'll help you. You want help. You
There
take
she
help
is.
for anybody you want.
Josie,
You got to
go
start
back.
over, Josie.
You got to start over. Because you were like,
Oh, okay.
well, you
So
know, Dallas.
I was just saying, like I think, like, I see Dallas. I don't know Dallas, but I see him on TikTok and I follow him. I just think that if you are so, like, deep in it, like, he's doing it for the right reasons. But what if this other lady, I don't know who the other lady is, but if she is a plant and she tried to bring him down, like, that happens too, you know, and then Dallas is
Right.
losing all his credibility, right? Like, he might be the victim in this again. I'm just saying.
Yeah. From what we know, that Dallas knew very well what was going on, and he was very aware of what was going on, and he was helping bring families to Amy to do whatever that was happening from there on. So
Yeah, but
apparently
if he thought she was good and she was helping,
oh no, she knew he was bad because Amy's business partner, Paul Davis, is known, and Amy's actually got charges against her for child not neglect or maybe even child assault, I think, or something like that, a minor assault of a minor.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's got a
Oh,
record.
smokes.
That's why she can't be on the FBI anymore, apparently. So
Jesus.
this is all, yeah, it's not the best news, but it's kind of weird that Amy has helped people in different states, like supposedly try to help people in different states. That's how she gets them, reels them in, and then their kids get transferred to Texas and trafficked through Texas, even though they never lived there. There's like 3 families that I know of, and I was given paperwork on these 3 families today and shown evidence, and it shows that, yeah, her 3 different families, one from Kentucky, one from Virginia, and this one, another one from Maine. And all 3 of them didn't have anything to do with Texas, but their kids were actually transferred to a Texas foster facility and worked through there.
Man, I wish that the Wicked Warriors. I tried to get a hold of Tiffany earlier to see if she would come on the show with us and have some talking about this, because this is exactly what this movement doesn't need. It's either he's getting slaughtered by some unfairness and he's the great icon for the movement, or he's just been founded out and he's not who he says he was. He was something different, which is going to chink the armor of this movement. Either way, regardless, this is a bad thing for this entire movement. It really is.
yeah,
And
but I
see,
I think to myself, whether if, let's say, he's bad or good, look how many followers this man had.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
a problem in itself. Whether he's good or
Yeah.
bad, these parents are looking for any kind of solution
Yeah.
to want help. This is huge.
Like
Like,
any parent that's going through that, they're going to take any help they can get from any avenue. They have no problem giving out any information with their story, their case, because of course they want to be heard and they think it's going to fight to get their kids back. And in reality, it screws things up
Right,
royally.
it pushes
for
them further away from the goal. And this
Yeah.
is what we always talk about when we talk about the whole, be careful where you're putting your money, because what you don't want is to drive that wedge in between and get the 6 month and the 6 month and the 6 month thing. And then at that point, there's nothing you can do. You've already wasted too much time.
but the problem
know,
is that what I find fucked up in this whole thing is that nobody has the solution, because some things work for some people, some things work for other people, and sometimes you just don't know, so you just do it. And like look at me, I just kept trying something new, and it could have fucking ended up really bad too. And then you guys are
Right.
being like, well, that didn't work, but it ended up happening to be turning out good. But I couldn't give people the same advice because I didn't know if it was going to work or not. The same advice to somebody else might not work.
Right.
So that's
No, I
what's
get
hard
that.
about CPS, is that it's not even Steven, because we're dealing with humans and different interpretations of the law that everyone reads it and thinks something different. So that's what's
Yep.
fucked.
Yep.
It's
It really is.
complicated.
Yep, you can't have policy and procedure for one exact way for everybody because everybody is different. So you have to take it case by case, and that's
And
that's
it's
what
hard
was
to get it's hard to give out advice because like not everybody is like me. So some people don't want to self-represent and they're scared. So am I
Right.
supposed to force someone to self-represent and do it when they're already scared? No. Like you need a certain, like it worked for me, but it might not work for everybody else. That's why it's so
Right.
hard, because it's not one model fits all kind of thing, you know?
Hey,
Right.
if anybody needs to learn law, all they have to do is be able to read. I didn't graduate high school. I didn't go to college. I didn't get my GED. I didn't do any of that shit. But yet I have done more in my life and gone farther in my life than anybody in my family has. I've gone different countries. I've lived in different countries for a couple of years, learned different languages, and I did that all without having a high school education. So
Right.
you can do these things and there's no reason to be scared about it. Don't let things like that, like the law or police officers or judges, intimidate you. I know it's easier said than done, but if I can do it, anybody can do it.
I know, but
Right.
that's because we did it, so we know we can. But while you were in the process, you must have had some moments of doubt, saying, "Am I going to be okay?" You
Every
know?
second.
Yeah, exactly.
I still do. Like, am I doing this paperwork right? Am I taking this out of context, or am I putting this in the correct structure, form, all of that? But
Yeah.
that's why we have people like us out there to try to help guide us, and free knowledge and free information. I'd rather do that all day than watch TV.
Yeah.
Do you think that it's the lack of the knowledge, or do you think it's the fear of using the knowledge that you have?
I think it's
Fear-
both.
Yeah, I say both, but more lack of the knowledge, and not. It's just a lot, and it's all confusing in a perfect way to make it so people don't understand it, and it's hard to. Hell, I didn't know they spoke another language in court, legalese. I had no idea. I just thought it was
That could be
smart
said.
talk.
That's just being said though to confuse you and make you feel like you too aren't just like
Exactly.
you guys said. You can't learn it. You know, like they're trying to intimidate you by this different language that you're speaking. You know, and it's really not. I mean, it is different, but it's not anything that you can't pick up a book and read and be like, oh, okay, I get this now. You know,
Correct.
it's not anything crazy like that. You know?
I am like a horrible reader too. When I'm reading things to my fiance, it's like I stutter, and sometimes I'll have to spell the word out, and he's all, "What? That doesn't make sense." And he'll like kind of giggle at me, and I'm like, "I don't know what that word is," and I'll just skip over it, or I'll pronounce it wrong. And he was like, "Whoa, that was not the right word at all." So I have dyslexia, ADD, ADHD, all of that, and if I'm able
Oh
to
man,
do it,
alphabet soup must confuse the hell out of you, huh?
yeah. I see them upside down and backwards most of the time.
Yeah, holy smokes.
But yeah, it's very hard for me sometimes, and I'll get super frustrated. But that's when you just gotta take a second, take a break, smoke a cigarette, smoke some Mary
Yeah.
Jane, whatever calms your nerves, and then
Right.
go back at it later.
Yeah.
Kind of look at that with a different pair of eyes later, just like you would do any subject or any conflict that you have going on. See it from another person's point of view, and then just go
Right.
back and try to start again.
Yep.
I
Keep
couldn't
going.
tell you how many.
going.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many times I stayed up all night reading the same case law, and then in the morning when the light comes up, I'm like, what did I just read all night? Like, I don't remember a single thing, and I'll have to go back and read the whole case law all over again, many a time.
Yeah. Right. Roll into court, your shoes aren't even tied, you're running down the hallway because you just finished, finally put something down on paper to use in the courtroom.
Left it at
it's
home.
It's such a stressful thing. That's
Yeah.
why I wrote that book. That's why I have the book that I wrote. Stay Calm, CPS is Coming. And it talks you through a lot of that stuff. So, check that
Yeah, I'm
out.
gonna
I think you get it
try
free
it.
on, if you think you get it free on Kindle. If you have Kindle Fire.
Oh, I
believe it's-
do, but I broke my Kindle. Well, I didn't break it. The cops did the other night when they searched our car.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
Really?
little bastards. Yeah, I always get played with around here though. So it is what it is.
Wow. That's such a terrible thing.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so
gang
go.
stalking.
So what happened in Kentucky? That there was like another thing. Wasn't there like two things in Kentucky? There was the lawyer that died, the judge that died, and then wasn't there like something with kids in Kentucky?
Couldn't tell you. I haven't heard it.
There's a lot of kids.
Go
doing
check your TikTok. Hold on. If I go TikTok, wait a minute. Hold on.
It kicks you off of here.
Oh, it does.
See ya. She's gone.
Josie's out.
And we're out. That's
Um,
funny.
She'll be
But
back.
yeah, so, but the AI little toy that I've been using, that our AI little app, there's a random bot that's in there, and I would have never even clicked on this bot to use it for anything ever. It's called Strawberry Q Stim, something along that. I would have
Yeah.
thought it was for recipes or something like that. OMG. It like breaks down. It's unbelievable. It's one of the best bots that I've used in that app. I think I
Well, I'm
sent
gonna
it
have
to you
to
the
try
other
that
day.
out because I've been
Is it-
using the heck out of I've been doing that thing that you showed me too.
Oh, this one you won't even have to put it in different bots to chat with it. It will. You
Oh,
just put it
wow,
in this
cool.
one, and it will pretty much. Okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what you want me to do. You want me to break down this and that and look into that, and it will apply the case law and the statutes for the state or state constitution, whatever you're asking it to do. It'll put it
wow.
down, and I referenced them. It has not messed up on me yet and given me false.
What is
case
that
law.
like? Chat GBT?
It's Chat GBT on crack.
Okay.
Yeah. And
You'll
There's
have to
one
text
for
it to her
lawyer.
and let her
There's
know.
one for lawyers now, eh? A Chat GBT for lawyers or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
there's a couple.
that Sarah girl was telling me about it this morning. It's called Perplexum or something.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yep.
Yeah, I forget the name. I forget the exact name of it, but she was
Yeah.
telling me about it this morning.
I don't know. But I sent it to you on TikTok. It's about the runaways and all the it's about all the runaways in the Kentucky foster care system.
Okay,
Ooh.
so I have it on my TikTok.
Last one I resent it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna go right there. I will go and I will grab it so we can play it. Hold on a second. Hopefully I stay here. It's everywhere. I feel like there's one shy somewhere. All right, top. I mean TikTok. Of course I'm in TikTok.
I also took, how you write down little notes of cases or little codes or statutes or family codes just randomly on pieces of paper every now and then. I took
Yeah.
pictures of all of them and I put it into like a Word document, and then I copied and pasted that Word document into that new Strawberry Q-Stim whatever one for the bot. And it took everything. I said, now how can you apply this to my case with everything that we've discussed above, like prior in our conversations? And it came out with the outstanding void ab initio / writ of error and
Really?
yeah, it was just, I was just like shocked, and then I fell asleep.
Like we're getting close on this void ab initio thing, I think, Ash. I mean, I've been working on this for years.
I know, I've been working on it for about a year now too, and I
mean, we
I
gotta
wanna
be getting
say-
close.
I want to say it's the way to go. I really do. I'm gonna try to file something next week on mine.
I wish I tried to get a good friend of mine, Candace, on with this tonight, because she was there when we discovered this. And sorry, I'm trying to get into your stuff since people are talking. So I don't know if you can hear them or not. All right, let me see here. Where is Josie? Josie's inbox me messages. Messages from Josie. All right, here we come. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
Debbie, unfortunately, CPS people do watch our TikTok channels and things of that nature, our Facebooks, and it's hard to talk about things when we're being watched for everything we do. I don't even know
Okay.
how you remedy with that one or how you work with that, because freedom of speech, right? But then again, it's a minor involved, so you really can't mention minors' names.
Josie, it's the current one that you just sent me that you want to watch? Josie?
You're on mute.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
You say
the last
there you
one.
go.
Okay, cool. So that's the one that we want to see. All right. All right, let me go back to here. Okay.
He's savage. Says he can't get in right.
Yeah, he's having a tough go of it up there. I don't know where everybody is. All right, here we go. This is what Josie's found for us here. Start it over. Oh, the volume's really low in this, huh? I don't know if we're going to be able to do this.
Turn off. There you go.
Is that any better?
Yes.
There are more than 9,000 Kentucky children in state care right now, spending
Wow.
an average of 22 months moving among 3 different home placements. Those are the stats. This is reality.
A lot of these kids have come from pretty horrific backgrounds, a lot of abuse, neglect issues. So when they are taken out of their home and put into care, they're desperate.
How desperate are they? According to data compiled by the Kentucky Cabinet for Health and Family Services, in November, there were 121 foster children statewide listed as AWOL, absent without leave. 49 of them, almost half the statewide total, listed as AWOL in just one county, Jefferson.
They've been in out of home placements for years and years. They go from foster home to residential to hospitals back to, and a lot of times they just lose hope. And they're like, why even bother trying?
Our fence isn't, it's not like it's easy to just jump the fence and go. So it happens quite a bit when the kids, they want to go home.
The fence here at Home of the Innocents might be easy to jump, but the problem goes far beyond this place, and it's not about a fence. Many believe it is about home, or at least family or relatives. And further investigation reveals that's not a priority when it comes to foster child placement here. In fact, Kentucky ranks 50th, last in the nation, in the percent of kids in foster care that are placed with relatives. 75% are placed in homes with non-relatives.
Holy shit.
Percentages of
Wow.
child placements with relatives in Kentucky has been dropping steadily for years.
I do think if we are able to get them to a family member, I think that really is like one of the bigger things, is just somewhere that's familiar to them.
I do think that the more familiar that they are with the placement, the less likely they are to AWOL and want to get back to somewhere more comfortable.
We requested an interview with the Cabinet for Health and Family Services about the AWOL numbers supplied by the Cabinet. We received an email in which a spokesman writes, the actual number of
provider to
youth who
speed
have
up
run away from
shipment.
their placements is lower than reflected on the most recent foster care fact sheet. Staff have verified that 32 are actually AWOL. The total includes
Wow.
youth of whom DCBS never had physical custody, only legal custody through the courts. What's at stake in all this? The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children found that of the 18,500 runaways reported, 1 in 6 were likely victims of child sex trafficking, and of those,
Holy smokes.
86% were in the care of social services.
We've had situations where a kid is AWOL and come back, I don't know, a day or two later, and they've been molested or raped or used, for drugs, sex, things like that.
And those are stories for another day on the news, in which you seldom hear details about what was going on in the victim's life at the time.
Of course, another day they'll tell us about it.
Wow, that's crazy. So if that's happening in Kentucky. Wow.
Yeah.
What's up, Benny?
Isn't that bad?
That's freaking terrible. And that's happening in Kentucky. So, I mean, what is it like everywhere else, right? Like, I mean, holy smokes.
We're talking about kids here, man.
Wow. Did you see that, Vinny? Vinny, did
One
you
in
see that?
6. 1 in 6 are going to be sex trafficked, minor sex trafficking. They're runaways from Children's Aid. So they're minors, and they're literally saying it on the news. 1 in 6 are going to be sex trafficked, and like nobody's doing fucking anything.
Mm-hmm. And they're coming from CPS.
Yes, they're saying it in our face. Like,
Yep.
there's no
Wow.
problem.
Makes you sick to your stomach, you know?
Yes.
It's terrible, 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 terrible.
And what, 70% are placed with non-family members?
And when it's supposed to be,
70%.
yep. And it's supposed to be the family, right?
And I gave a list of 12 family members and friends, and they didn't call a single one of them. I'm sorry, they did call 2 of them, but the other ones, they didn't even call for placement for my child.
Yeah, it's awful. Like Vincent Davis used to say all the time, you make a list of 25 family members, doesn't matter where they are in the world, but you make a list of 25 of them, and they have to go down, supposedly, through this list, and go through that until you they come to the end of that list. They have to do this.
I thought that they had to go over that list and find a family member on that list of 10 people, not even 25, just out of that 10, they have to at least pick one of them, is what I was told.
Right. Well, I mean,
I don't even know what you guys are talking about, 10 people. Naomi said my mother, and they refused, and they didn't ask anybody else.
Of course, they're not going to ask, but you should have your list prepared when that happens.
Yeah, but like there was no options here in Canada.
Yeah, they don't give us options either. It's just what we had learned along the way.
Wow. Holy smokes. Well, everybody, Vinny's here. Vinny, you got your show tomorrow night, bud. I don't know if Vinny's live or anything. Maybe it's not even really Vinny.
Hey, Vinny.
The clone.
Yep, it's an AI Vinny. Could be.
No, I'm just an android.
Oh, good.
Good one.
Tried emailing me and my daughter. They haven't.
You guys keep cutting in and out.
So, Debbie, they're stopping your daughter from talking to your child. Wow. Hey, Vinny, you want to talk about tomorrow night's your show, right?
Sure. Well, I'm trying to pull someone onto the show tomorrow. And it is an attorney.
All right.
I haven't heard back from him yet, but I'm waiting to see if I can pull him on tomorrow.
Good.
If he agrees, I'll have my attorney on with us tomorrow.
Very nice.
I'm trying to get him on the show.
That'll be exciting. I tried to hit up Michael tonight.
I'm hoping that he'll say yes and he'll come on and.
Yeah, we'll put his name up here again. Let's see here. Where is he? There, right there, right?
Yeah.
He likes it that we advertise him, right? Richard Thittman. There he is. If anybody needs a CPS lawyer, that's the one.
Yep.
Hey, did you see that Malibu Dallas today stepped down?
It's C8. You're cutting in and out, Darren.
I said Malibu Dallas.
And he froze.
I think that's just his phone because Darren looks perfectly fine on this end.
I'm not on the phone. I'm on my on the tablet.
I'm just kidding with you.
You're the one cutting in and out. I like how you froze. That's a good one.
Very good. Let me see if I can pull. I'm banned from Malibu Dallas, so I can't play these videos. Let me see if I can do this somehow, so we can play his.
Do you have a second account, or does your wife have an account?
Vinny, send it to Vinny. Vinny can play it.
No, Vinny's not on TikTok either.
No, I can't do it either.
You're not on TikTok?
I have TikTok. Yeah, get on your wife's account and just do it. Show it there.
No, because she's not signed. Is she signed up for? Yeah, she should be able to do it.
Nope.
From there, right? No?
Name.
Damn it.
I mean, I probably could.
I just wanted to show Josie what was going on here with this, because she didn't know about the things that
I
were
don't know.
going on.
Hold on, let me see.
Yeah.
Hold it out, Dinkus.
Another
But like,
thing
does
is
does he say
Not
he's
let me
done?
load another.
so, and another thing, if
Does
Malvo
Mal-
Dallas is helping people and they're going and he's doing what he's doing, why would he quit if he's not fraudulently ruining families their chances?
Because
Like,
this
I
must
wasn't
be
having
draining.
Yeah, it's draining for all of us. But if I'm an advocate, I'm not going to stop advocating for parents. If people call me a fraud, I could care less. I know what I'm doing is right and in my heart, and I'm not doing wrong, then I wouldn't stop. Especially for advocacy for children. That's just something you just don't just, oh, okay, I'm up, throw my arms up, I give up. Because you're calling me a fraud or calling me names.
I don't, like I said,
I
I
would
don't
think you
know.
would fight back, right?
I have no clue. I haven't seen anything.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play play that lady's I'm gonna play that lady's the video. What's her name again? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name. Silva? What's her name?
Sarah Levy or Sarah Pike.
Yes. Let's see here. Let me find her up here. Where are you, Ashley? Where is Ashley?
That's how it's spelled.
All right. Did you send it in there up there? The pedophile doesn't reoffend. That's funny. Let me see here. Yeah, see the Malibu Dallas one just blacked out for me. Susan, he's talking about Sean McMillan. Okay, here it is, Josie. This is the video that she put out yesterday for us, or the day before. We can play this for everybody to see here.
This is imperative. If it does not relate to you, please share, comment, boost, make sure this gets into the hands of the right people. I need to discuss something called We the People Order. We the People Order is being run by a woman named Barbara Stone. Now, Barbara Stone, I do not know her.
Just so you can hear the wonderful sound of the ocean.
However, she is working with some very dangerous people, and she is fleecing parents of their basic resources and money all over the country. Now, We the People Order is working with a woman named Dipti, who has personally sabotaged the efforts of other advocates in order to force her will and her thoughts on others. She is not the dangerous person I am speaking with, though, but she is one of the loudest voices for We the People Order. Now, We the People Order is working with Amy Coelho. Amy Coelho is a highly dangerous individual. Amy Coelho is a plant. She is previous FBI, and she also has a criminal record. So that means that she was arrested and convicted of child assault. I met Amy Coelho almost 3 years ago. She had promised to help me with a documentary. She said that she could rescue my babies. She told me that she could go in and have a team remove them, and that Paul Davis, who is her partner with Fired Up Texas law firm, would represent me as a constitutional attorney. This woman literally dragged me out for almost 2 years And during this time, unbeknownst to me, she was actually stealing my energy and taking away my ability to correctly fight for my children while sending me down every wrong path she possibly could. Now, Amy Coelho, in addition to being previous FBI, part owner of Fired Up Texas law firm, as well as being partnered with Paul Davis, I am going to say Paul Davis again. Paul Davis and Amy Coelho are actively assisting Texas. Yes, they are actively assisting Texas in trafficking children and in hurting parents who are fighting for their babies. I am not the only parent that she has targeted. When I discovered that she was assisting Ken Paxton in covering up judiciary corruption, she turned on me. She contacted
put
the
it on
Cumberland
pause for 2
Police
seconds.
Department in Maine and lied. She stated that she was an attorney, and I do have the records for this. Each police officer, all three of them.
What is her point? Why is she like trying to, why is she bashing other people who's trying to do something because it didn't work for her, kind of thing? Like, that's what I'm getting at. I don't even know who she is. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I mean, I think her point is that she intentionally held her out of that time, I think is what she's saying. That knowing that these things weren't going to work, and she's doing this to other people, right? Like, I think that's what she's saying. Be aware that this can happen.
And
I get
who's
what
we
you're
the
saying.
people? Who's we the people?
That's that group that, that girl Wendy that comes on with us. She says, see, I want to get Wendy on here. Maybe Monday night we can get Wendy in here and Barbara Stone to get some clearing this up, because we already were trying to get Barbara Stone in here to make sure, to try to clean up her act a little bit, and to get her name straight and all this from what all of this hubbub is. So we were already trying to do that, but maybe we could get Wendy and her in here so that we can get some clarity on what she's talking about, because you're absolutely right, Josie. Did this just not work for her? And now this is an aggressive like someone's coming after them, being mad at them because it didn't work for them?
Yes, that's what it sounds like. I've never seen this person before, and she's talking about somebody else who's obviously trying to help these kids, and now she's like, well, she was this. Well, did you do your homework before going to see her then? Like, something's not adding up. Now you're mad. You're telling us that you wanted to be affiliated with these criminals.
For
and
2
now
years.
you're mad? Like, something's not adding up.
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm good eye there. I definitely agree with you on that.
Like I know I always think differently than everybody else, but that's like in my head when I'm watching this, I'm like, what's her main goal? Like, what is she trying to do? She wants to take the spotlight, or like there's something, like she's not even talking about her kids. I don't like, she's just been blabbling, and I'm just like, what's her point? I don't even know who these people are. Like are you trying to be the next advocate without even talking about what the problem is, or like what? Like, I don't know.
Right. Well, let's see what else she says. Now I'm going to be paying attention to that, Jose. Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go.
They made a report, and the wording in the report was all identical. Amy Coelho called in, stated that she was an attorney. She said she was an attorney working on the criminal case Virginia had against me. Yep. So she gave them my address and assisted them in kidnapping me out of the state of Maine, trafficking me to Virginia, where I was handed to the abductors of my babies, Josh and Sammy, and then unlawfully held for over 6 months, and then medically tortured into a plea deal in order to save my own life. Amy Coelho is a very dangerous individual. She is also working with Malibu Dallas. Malibu Dallas, I realize, is a very big name on this app. He is using it to fleece parents. All he wants is money. These people are here for money. They are using the movement for their own benefit, and they are harming parents. Due to Amy Coelho, I spent 6 months in jail. And I am not the only victim who has spent time in jail due to Amy Coelho. Almost every parent that she claims to help ends up in jail or ends up losing their babies. And then she turns around and viciously slanders their name all over the internet. I am right now in contact with at least 5 separate parents who have Amy Coelho harassing, threatening, and using Child Protective Services to attack them and their babies. Malibu Dallas is fully involved in this. Malibu Dallas is also involved in a child kidnapping with his girlfriend, partner, wife. I don't know who she is, but she did remove her child from the state and ran with the child for.
That's not how it ends, really.
Darren, you're muted.
I said, okay, sorry. Thank you, Vinny. That right there, what she just said was a bold-faced lie. That's not what happened in that situation whatsoever. As a matter of fact, it was just opposite of what took place.
But are you seeing what I'm seeing now?
I am now. I already knew that this part, but now that you're saying it that way, yeah, I believe.
Like,
and when she
what
comes on our
are
show,
you're okay, like get this. You're trying to tell us that you were trafficked, and this is what they're trying to stop, trafficking, and you're saying that you were trafficked, and now you're talking to 4 people, the 4 mothers that this person's took away, but you're not going to the cops to say, hey, I was fucking trafficked for 6 months.
right? Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, like I was saying, this is a lie. As a matter of fact,
it doesn't sound
the child that she's talking about, the Malibu Dallas's girlfriend, her husband, her ex-husband, whatever you want to call him, he stole the baby from her. She came home from being with Malibu Dallas because they had a schedule that worked very well with the child. This child is very well loved, very well taken care of by the mother. She's a great mom. She comes home from working with Malibu Dallas, and her kid was stolen and taken away. The house was empty, everything. So
like,
this woman,
but like, what's her plan? What is she? Why is she doing a TikTok and defaming these people? Even Malibu Dallas. Why is she doing this? This is like, why is she saying this story? There's something malicious and very wrong about her story. Like, this is like, you wanted to work with these people and now you're upset. Like, I don't know. This is weird.
And you know what? I think you know what I can see here is that she somehow was involved with them working wise, and she got booted out.
Exactly.
That's what but she's coming on the show, so we can ask her.
Oh, she's not gonna like me.
Hey, you know what? This show's about the truth, right? That's what we want, is the truth. And we don't want anything but the truth. No lies, no nothing. We want the truth. That's it. So let's finish this thing up, see what she says.
For no reason, the child was not in any immediate physical danger to my knowledge. She is simply removing the ability of the father to be able to see his own baby. This has to stop. This fake advocacy has got to stop, and we need to wake up. We the People order is dangerous. Every single person who signs their name or gives their information or gives money is assisting Amy Coelho, Malibu Dallas, and I don't know if Deborah Stone is aware that she's working with a charlatan or not. However, this is dangerous. This is absolutely dangerous, and every single parent who put their name on there, they need to file a form. They need to write a formal letter, notarize it, and state publicly that you want your name removed from We the People order documentation, and that you want all of your information protected and not to be given to people like Amy Coelho, Paul Davis, or Malibu Dallas. Now, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to believe me. I do have about 5 or 6 other victims, direct victims of the harm that's been caused by We the People order. I am simply saying this because I want to protect
Prove it.
other
Bring your
parents.
proof. Prove that you were kidnapped. Prove what this woman did to you, and then we'll believe it. She's just making
the global
accusations.
order
We all
is
know
a
what it's
dangerous
like being
organization
accused falsely,
targeting
right?
parents,
Yep.
fleecing
She's
them
doing
for
the
money,
same
and giving
manipulative
them
little thing
baseless
that a
hope.
social worker would do.
You are not going to see
Maybe
the
she is a
end
social
of
worker.
this. You will
Maybe. Oh, these people are
Um,
evil and they're
when I do have
scammers
an
and
avenue to rescue
yeah,
our
like
babies, I will be sure to share it. I
why?
still
Prove
have
it.
not
What did they
had
do?
any
What
luck.
scam did they
I am
do to
still
you?
being
You have
horrifically
this?
targeted.
Prove it.
So I see our show coming up for Monday, don't you? I see Barbara Stone coming on here. I see this girl, and I'm going to put this out on blast on TikTok after the show. I'm going to put up an ad, and I'm going to call these all publicly. Every person that's involved in this, I'm going to call them publicly to be on this show Monday night. What do you think?
Go for it.
Trying to put a hole in the back.
Ashley, what do you think?
Yeah. Hole.
I don't know what they're doing there, but whatever. Anyway.
Like, who is she? Who does she have a following on TikTok? Who is
I
she?
don't know. Ashley's the one that actually found her and brought her to us. So
Like, does she have like 200 followers?
I
Or is she someone that people have followed? Or is she like I want to be the star? Like, who is she? We need to research her too.
Yeah, we need to find out. Well, Ashley's got the answers to this if she would answer us. Let's see here. I know that her name is Sarah something, right?
Like, what is she advocating? Because she wants to throw shame to someone who's actually trying. That's really rude. If you're not
Her name
advocating
is
yourself, how
Sarah.
can you put shame to somebody else?
Sarah Leve. She has holy shit, Jose. She has 732,000 likes, 89,000 followers.
Well, there you go. So how did she get these followers? Like, like, who is she? We can like go.
She puts her Cash App right up here. Right there. Joylette company.site is her. All right, so we're going to do this, but I'm going to call them out. I'm going to put on under my CPS Punisher TikTok. I'm going to put out there, and I'm going to challenge every one of these ones to come onto the show Monday night. I hope you don't mind, Josie, because it's Josie Monday.
Go ahead.
I want to get all these people on, and I want them to come in here and let's lay the facts out, because enough is enough. You know, like the only people that are getting hurt here are the real parents that need the assistance of someone to help them. That's the only person that's getting hurt by all of this.
Mm-hmm.
We're all those parents, you know, and that's what we're about here. We're about the truth. We're about settling this stuff. So that's it. I mean, let's do it. Let's start making that. I mean, I've been looking for a long time to name a purpose for our show, like get in the direction of where we're going. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. Now we need to start calling everybody out on the bullshit and start making it so that we have been doing this anyway. But maybe that's what we do is we start taking it apart. Anybody that's doing this bullshit, lies, stealing from people and all that, we're going to expose them.
And like, I got questions. Like, I want to know, okay, you were trafficked. Tell me what the experience, where did you go? Who, by these people? So tell us what the experience was.
Right.
You said that you were medically with what? What kind of drug? Was it like fucking crack or was it like GHB, man? Like, I want to know all these stuff. Like, what are they doing to someone who's being trafficked? Do we all agree that trafficking exists? Like those are the questions I want to hear.
Yep.
Where did they take you? By car? By what? Like, what transportation?
Did you have handcuffs on? Right. Did you have handcuffs? Did they put a bag over your head?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Right. Oh man, this is going to be a good one. I hope that they answer to this. I mean, they should, right?
She wants to tell her story. Come tell it.
Josie, I think you should be the lead moderator in this too. I think you should be the one that lays it down. I think you've been aching to do this for a long time. I think this is it right here. Josie's court.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, what do you think of that, Vinny?
Vinny's being quiet now. He's like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I agree. I think Josie should be the one to call it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she'll get her time. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Josie, do you want to do a TikTok? You guys want to do a TikTok with me after this?
Sure.
All right, we'll get on and we'll do a TikTok. That way we can call these people out and let's put it together so that we can we have the whole weekend to build this thing up.
Mm.
You know?
Oh shit! You know what?
Oh, what?
Monday I leave
For what?
to New York.
Oh shit! You're coming to see me.
Monday I
That's on the way back.
leave to go to New York, and then I'm gone for like 2 weeks.
What time do you leave in New York?
Well, I leave here like Monday in the afternoon, and then I'm gonna go sleep in Montreal, and then after I drive to
Oh,
New York.
see, so you'll be fine. You'll be able to do the show for a little while. You just won't be able to go to St. Catherine Street while you're in Montreal. That's all.
Oh, I won't go to St. Catharines. I'll be with Brooklyn. Okay, so this Monday, yeah, it has to be this Monday because next Monday I'll be on a cruise ship.
Right, and then a few days after that, you're coming to see me.
Yeah.
Yep. So, well, then it's been settled. This Monday it is. Oh, I'm excited. This is good. What a way to end this week. But of course, it's not over yet because we have Vinny's show tomorrow night. 9 o'clock is the Vinny time. Catch some CPS with Vinny. Everything you need to know about Vinny, his case, and what you need answers to, Vinny's got. I think that's a fair way to put it, right, Vinny? Good. Excellent. Good choice, Vinny. All right, guys, let's do this. Let's wrap this up because I'm excited to go do a TikTok with Josie.
It keeps muting me. I don't know why.
Oh, that's all right, Vinny. Hey, Vinny, you ready for these? Hey, Josie, you ready?
For what?
Last thought? Do the last thoughts?
Yeah, man.
All right, go for it, Josie.
All right, so last thoughts. Be careful what you post on TikTok because people will always have questions.
That's it. I like that one. That's a good one, Jose. Vinny. Vinny.
All right, my turn, huh? Always remember, never let CPS. Always remember, never let CPS in your door. And promote the show, get it out there, share, like, comment. Help Darren and us get the show out there to the people that have not heard the show, who need to hear the show, who are fighting CPS, because these people are corrupt and they're getting away with violating every process of law that they can. So keep fighting and never give up.
Very good, Vinny. All right, and everybody stay tuned for Monday Night Showdown. Let's get ready to rumble. We're going to bring the truth out of this because there's some good people here that are getting hurt that don't need to be bowing their heads down. Someone needs help, and we're going to be the ones to help them. So make sure that you guys check out Vinny's show tomorrow night, and definitely make sure you guys get on here Monday night because we're going to get to the bottom of this Barbara Stone, Malibu, Dallas, all this BS that everybody's trying to spread. We're going to get the truth out there so that we all know what the truth is. So that being said, I'm the CPS Punisher. These are my people. We're all out here. Have a good weekend. Keep CPS out of your house. What's up, baby? Let's go.
The world getting crazy, baby, chill. Don't medicate, just meditate. You waking up now, well, baby, you hella late. Educate, look at what's going on, let it resonate, accelerate. Find your inner hunger like you never ate. Agenda is to push the hate, separate and segregate. Don't celebrate quite yet, the storm is coming, cue for heaven's sake. Violence that they demonstrate, instigate and penetrate the values of our country. And our God is what they desecrate. My fighters ain't no featherweight, pulling out the seams of the fabric that they fabricate. They feed us lies, manipulate, intimidate through fear and force. forcing us to sit and wait till we come together, congregate, and then we liberate. Praying that you give me strength to find some love amongst the hate. Marching on the streets of blood till I see the golden gates. Troubadour, troubled souls, one of God's servants. Blades out, cut the grass till we see the serpents.
One day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.
I know the truth is hard to swallow, just digest it. Suspected something's going on, chosen just neglected, deflected by some breaking news. Oh, we just accept it, expected just to fall in line and follow their perspective. Don't question their objectives, but I got a lot of questions. How these kids molested, but nobody's been arrested. Read it in the Testament, these children are protected. So I'm fighting all these terrorists, both foreign and domestic. Refuse to be directed, lying not a sheep. Only kneel to my God, so I'm dying on my feet. Silence when we speak, but there's violence in the street. I've been rolling with the punches, I can't take it on the cheap. Nah, drink from a glass half full, I'm optimistic. People are sadistic, so vicious and malicious. Praying for assistance to overcome opposition, or I'm gonna start resisting and then I'll pray for forgiveness.
Oh, one day I hope you see the truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now. We need you now. We need you now. One day. The truth. This puppet show, it stays on because of you fools. We've been dancing with the devil way too long. I know it's fun, but get ready to pay your dues. Oh God, come back home. This crazy world is filled with liars and abusers. We need you now before we're too far gone. I hope one day they finally see the truth. God, we need you now.